Greetings dear viewer, it is my absolute privilege and pleasure to welcome you back to another unboxing video. It is approximately 1000 degrees. It's very hot. It's very unpleasant. So I'm going to try and get through this one a lot quicker than last time. So at the end of my previous unboxing video, which was the Arcane Season 1 Collector's Edition, which I think is still like the gold standard for Collector's Editions. At the end of that video I mentioned how the next unboxing video I was planning to do was for Green Day's American Idiot 20th anniversary, because the promotional images made it look like it was going to be this big cool collector set, when really it was just another jewel case sized box, just like Nimrod and Dookie, so I figured I'd give this one a miss. But this one is one I have been waiting for, and if you want to skip straight to the good stuff, you know, timestamps on screen and all that, but what's an unboxing video without a bit of rambling first? First of all, shout out to my Nana for the Christmas money that helped me afford to pay for this. Thank you very much, Nan. Shout out to my local JB Hi-Fi for being awesome. The staff there are wonderful, and they're very patient when it comes to all the delays and stuff. And again, shout out to Carl in head office for, you know, essentially being the one that gets all these cool collector sets for New Zealand. And a negative shout out, so I guess a call out to Madman Entertainment. You guys need to get your act together, because I think 1 in every 8 items, like any kind of physical media, tends to get delayed when it comes to New Zealand. And there doesn't seem to be an explanation for it. It's just like, oh, you know, get around to it. You know, release dates be damned. And saying that, this set, much like the movie itself, we got late in New Zealand. So the movie released in 2023, and then we got it in 2024 in New Zealand. And then the set was supposed to release New Year's Day, I think it was, or New Year's Eve of 2024. And then it was delayed. Then it was taken off all the pre-order websites, and it was delayed again. Long story short, it was delayed about 3 or 4 times, to the point where they literally just stopped taking pre-orders for it. So thankfully, I managed to get my pre-order in before they took that off. But for those who missed out, there is still like a really cool steelbook you can get. But I really wanted this awesome set that I will show off in just a second, because the movie itself, it's fabulous, obviously. And I have to give one final shout out to my Canadian friend Cheyenne for encouraging me to see this movie when we finally got it at the cinema I worked at. And full disclosure, I haven't seen any of like the classic kaiju movies or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, I've seen like dozens of YouTube videos on them and things like that, but when it comes to the actual films, the only ones I've seen are, unfortunately, the Monsterverse collection, which, to me, I think Kong Skull Island's the only one I actually genuinely like, so I didn't have much to compare it to. So when I took a chance on this film, and it just blew me away, I'm like, man, I hope there's a cool collector set for that one. And then there was one announced, but it was Japan exclusive, like all the way back, mid-2024. So fast forward many months, when I saw it was coming to New Zealand, I was like, yes, finally, awesome. Alright, enough dilly-dallying. The real thing that you've come to see is this beautiful box right here. Look at that. Honestly, you've got the reflective text on the logo, but also his eye, which I think truthfully looks a bit silly sometimes when you catch it in the light. It's just, he's got his one beady little eye, but the teeth shine in the light as well. And then obviously, you got the side. So much like the Arcane Collector's set, there is no text on the side, so it's going to look a bit odd on my shelf. You're like, what is that? It's just the eye and the teeth, but, you know, superfluous details like that. Behold the main attraction. Oh, I say main attraction because another couple of awesome things arrived at the same time, but this is what I've really been waiting for. And what's really cool is something I didn't realize and forgot, because it's Japanese, obviously. The front cover is where the back would traditionally be, which I realize now that I say that out loud is a no-brainer, but still, it's just something I didn't realize, and it's so cool. Opening this sucker up, we get this little fold-out tray here with the, is it 3 or 4 discs? Oh, that is so cool. So, if I'm correct, we've got the black and white version, yep, and then we've got the 4K, then we've got the Blu-ray, and a bonus disc. So yeah, 4 discs. I was a tiny bit disappointed to start with, because I was so sure in some of the promotional images it showed that little gatefold, the little fold out, you know, thing with all the discs on it, was this case here, so that this opened up and you got like the full, like, wide shot of, you know, the titular creature himself. But it's not, it's the inside, but that might just be my misremembering. But of course, my sorry, his little beady eye often just gets me sometimes. So all my disappointment subsided pretty quickly when I saw that this was the art when it completely folds out. That, I mean, that is just so cool. It's a mixture of like the CG model with some beautiful painting. It's just awesome. Now I'll just take these discs out so you can see the art behind the discs. Okay, just another scene of destruction. Oh man, I love this movie. I haven't seen the, what is it, the -1 minus color version yet, so I'm looking forward to giving that a go. But, yeah, Godzilla -1. Oh, it just blew me away. Such a fantastic film. If anybody watching this video is like a big kaiju fan and has some recommendations, please feel free to let me know. Like, I've always wanted to watch the original 60s one. Or was it in the 50s? I don't know. It was the black and white one, and people say that the Shin series is pretty good. So, yeah, I'm willing to watch some good quality kaiju content as opposed to the American Monsterverse. But along with the discs, obviously, you get this nifty... Oh, that's the back page. I put that in there. You get this awesome, like, behind-the-scenes book, which just has, like, information written in English, which is easy to follow. It's like a lot of making of and general concepts and like a collection of all the posters and stuff like that. A little foreword by, is it the director or the writer? Takashi Yamazaki. I'm gonna have to Google who that is. Something that is interesting to note, you know, as I said, like the box itself, you know, harkens back to Japanese media where the front is the back and the back is the front. But then you get this book and it's, you know, it's normal, like you read left to right. So that's, I mean, yeah, obviously easy to read for English audiences, but just an odd quirk of the packaging, I suppose. And if you're wanting some, like, width comparison, compared to the usual Via Vision re-release collector sets, it is slightly thicker. So these are coming out thick and fast. These are out all the time. These are like your standard sort of collector's editions where it's just a little book or a couple of postcards and a 4K. Upscale usually, or in this one's case I think it's, oh, you get it, you get the picture, it's 4K or just standard Blu-ray, so they're about the width of like 1.5 Blu-rays. I would say this is roughly 2 Blu-rays, but thankfully they are all the same like height, so this will still fit on your shelf with other items, unlike, well, and that's it. I don't want to waste more time than I need to, because like I said, it's very hot today, and this doesn't have like a lot of gimmick items in it that, like, you know, some collector sets have, like the Arcane one, or like video game box sets, which, you know, I love all those sort of little things like postcards and behind the scenes books, and when it comes to video games, statues and stuff. But in this case, like, I can't imagine many fans being like, you know what, I want like a little figurine or something like that. I'm rambling at this point. I didn't script this, obviously. It's very hot, and I wanted to make this video because I waited for this for so long, and I still think it's a pretty cool set. So now you know what's inside it. Thanks for watching. I don't know if I'll do another one of these unboxing videos. I mean, they're easy to make, because, you know, they're not unscripted. No, they are unscripted. I'm very tired. Thanks for watching.